Eva. Omakyanatmirandhasya
Jnanjanasakaya Chakshurumilitam yena Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha Namah Vishnu Padaya Krishna Prishthaya Bhutale Srimate Bhakti Vedanta Swami Niti Namine Namaste Saraswate Deve Gauravani Pracharine Nirvishesha Shunyavadi Paschatya Deshatarine Jaya Shri Krishna Caitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhara Shri Vasadi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna. We welcome all of the wonderful devotees who have joined us over YouTube Live, devotees who have joined us over Facebook Live, and also dear devotees who have joined us over Zoom. We welcome each and every one of you to this day 4, part 2 of our session from yesterday, how to be successful in our spiritual endeavors. So before moving forward, we'd like to congratulate and also announce the participants for the quiz session from yesterday. We'd like to congratulate Hari Prasad Prabhu, Ganeshwar Gauranga Prabhu, and Varshana Chitra Mataji, and Mitanjali Pradhan Mataji. We encourage each and every one of you to please participate in the quiz. If you're not able to put it down in the YouTube comments, then you can even personally send messages to any of the admins or to us, and we'll definitely would be very happy to announce your name in this session. Thank you all so much. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. So today we'll continue discussing the topic, how unbelievably simple it is to be successful in our spiritual endeavors. It may not be easy, but it's just simple. Patience. Yesterday we heard the pastime of Maharaj Prataparudra. Patience, perseverance, and humility that's manifested by King Prataparudra. Then we will discuss how Lord Chaitanya's preparations was for entering Sri Vraja Dham. The move that is exemplified by Mahaprabhu for us to follow in order to enter Sri Vraja Dham. So in yesterday's session, we were discussing what made the Rath Yatra in the special year of 1514 very, very special. To put this into context, around 1515 or 1516 was the time when Amerigo Vespucci found America. In 1483, Columbus started on a voyage to discover India, but then discovered West Indies. And around that time, when these discoveries were going on in the West, Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu had appeared in 1486, and this particular Rath Yatra, where he gave special mercy to Maharaj Prataparudra, was around the time when North America, the islands of North America, were discovered by the rest of the civilization, by Europe. Of course, there were natives living here before then. So here we'll discuss how Maharaj Prataparudra's long wait to receive Mahaprabhu's mercy was finally over. And the reason why he received this mercy is because of his manifestation of patience, perseverance, and humility, which deeply attracted Sri Gauranga Mahaprabhu to rain his mercy upon the devoted king. So let us try to do some anusmarana on Maharaj Prataparudra. We know that the Lord had continuously rejected to meet, and apparently the Lord also refused to give any kind of mercy. But still, how Maharaj Prataparudra continued to persevere, how he continued to serve. In fact, Ramananda Rai, who was the minister managing the entire Madras province, he was employed under King Prataparudra. When the king heard that Lord Gauranga had asked Ramananda Rai to join the Lord in Jagannath Puri, immediately the king made all the arrangements so that Ramananda can freely go and serve the Lord. He said, "You go, I will make sure that your duties are taken care of. But you go to Lord Jagannath's Rath Yatra." So Prataparudra Maharaj did not think that, oh, I did not get any mercy, so I will not let anyone else get mercy also. He was actually happy when others would get mercy. And that was the reason he got that same mercy.
So the king, in this way, we understand that let us try to put ourselves in the position of Maharaj Prataparudra. That imagine we have a great position. We hold a very strong materialistic position. And for some reason, and we are also trying to be devotees, but for some reason or the other, if we are not given some mercy, if we are rejected from receiving mercy, would we choose to act the way Maharaj Prataparudra chose to act? It is highly doubtful, because it takes a lot of, humility. It takes a lot of courage to be able to understand the heart of the Lord. That one fact the devotees of the Lord always remember is that Krishna, or the Supreme Personality of Godhead, can never do anything wrong to his devotees or for his devotees. Apparently it may appear that, oh, how come this devotee is suffering so much? How can Krishna be so cruel upon this devotee? But the bottom line, the main, the source of living for a devotee is that Krishna can never do anything bad for his devotees. This is the guiding principle in the life of a devotee. So therefore, Maharaj Prataparudra, he could completely understand the heart of Lord Caitanya. That Lord Caitanya, although is refusing to meet me, but it is not because of mundane hate. No. It is not because the Lord is thinking anything negative towards me. Prataparudra Maharaj was not thinking any of this. Rather, he continued to serve. In fact, he increased the way he was serving Sri Gauranga Mahaprabhu and all the Vaishnavas. He just continued to serve in the background. Selflessly, he continued to serve. And that is what the Lord registers. That selfless attitude. When we face rejection, when we face difficulties, how do we choose to act? So this is what we take as a life lesson from these great Vaishnavas. We should not think that, oh yes, these are pastimes, they happened as itihas, or they happened long time ago, and nowadays it's not applicable. No. In fact, the reason why these pastimes took place is that so that we can imbibe it in our own life. We can practice it in our own lives. We can practice it when we are interacting with other devotees. In this way, we must interact with everybody. This is the example that Sri Gauranga Mahaprabhu has set.
So the king received the supreme mercy of Sri Gauranga Mahaprabhu, and by the nectarian recitation of Sri Gopi Gita and menially serving the Lord, he got this mercy. There's a very, very big significance that why the pastime of recitation of the Gopi Gita by King Prataparudra appears here. This was simply, one of the reasons was to simply intensify the desire of Lord Gauranga to a stage of actual fulfillment to go to Sri Vrindavan Dham. So it was not just to give mercy. As soon as Lord Gauranga heard Gopi Geet, his desire to go to Vrindavan intensified for the third time. Now, during Rath Yatra in 1514, another beautiful pastime that occurred is that Sri Gauranga Mahaprabhu, along with his confidential associates, immersed themselves in hearing the loving pastimes of Sri Radha and Krishna for these 9 days of the Rath Yatra. And as if it was a preparation for entering Sri Vraja Dham, Sri Gauranga Mahaprabhu discussed deep, confidential, esoteric pastimes of Srimati Radharani and the gopis with their exalted position. In fact, during Hera Panchami, which is on the 5th day of the Rath Yatra, like we were discussing, when Lakshmi Devi comes angrily in a grand procession to find her husband, Lord Jagannath, who has not returned after Rath Yatra back home to Jagannath temple. Lakshmi Devi herself came to Gundicha temple. That was when all the devotees and Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu were discussing the pastimes of the Lord.
So when Lakshmi Devi, when she actually was, Jagannath, Lord Jagannath, after he was bathed during Snana Yatra, and after that happened, then he got sick for 15 days. After he got sick, he was so tired of just not having to see his devotees. So the Lord wanted to come out in a procession. And the Lord actually wanted to go and visit Vrindavan because he was feeling intense separation from the Brajavasis. So that is the significance of Rath Yatra. And Lakshmi Devi is actually a rasabhas. She is like a contradiction of rasas. If Lakshmi Devi can stay in Vaikuntha, but not go to Vrindavan. So therefore, Jagannath, he actually told Lakshmi Devi, you have served us so nicely for the past 15 days. You served so nicely. I'll take some rest. I'll just go with my brother and sister. Just go for the procession and we'll come back immediately. We'll not take so long. We'll come back soon. So saying soon, the Lord went. It was already 5 days. Lakshmi Devi is waiting. When will my husband come? When will my husband come? And Lord Jagannath is nicely enjoying in the Gundicha temple, which is none other than Sundara Kshetra. It is called as Sundarachal or Sundara Kshetra or Vrindavan Dham, non-different from Vrindavan. This is what Gundicha is called. So the Gundicha temple, and therefore it is described in the Sri Chaitanya Charitamrita and Madhya Leela in chapter 14, that how when Lakshmi Devi's grand procession was coming, when she was coming angrily, Lord Chaitanya came out to witness this beautiful pastime, because it's a very nice and funny pastime. Lakshmi Devi and her associates, the associates especially, they come and break the chariot. They do so many things. They come and curse the servants of Lord Jagannath. And Lord Chaitanya was covering his mouth. It is explained in Madhya Leela. Krishnadas Kaviraj Goswami explains that Lord Chaitanya was covering his mouth and laughing, hearing the abusive words that the servants of Lakshmi Devi were speaking to the servants of Lord Jagannath. So, and experiencing these pastimes at that time, Swarup Damodar and Ramananda Roy, they started speaking about the glories of Srimati Radharani and the Vrajavadhus, the gopis of Vrindavan. That how Lakshmi Devi, she is in Aishwarya Bhav, but the gopis, they are in Madhurya and Audarya Bhav. So this is what the servants of the confidential associates of the Lord were discussing in front of Lord Chaitanya.
So that's when, in chapter 14, while this pastime was being enacted, Lord Gaurahari, along with other close associates like Ramananda Rai, Swarup Damodar, Lord Nityananda, Srivas Thakur, they were all discussing the qualities of Mahabhav Swarupini Srimati Radha Thakurani. And they said, Priya Kanta Kanta Parama Purusha Kadpatarava Yamadu Vischinta Mariganamani Mamritam Tatha Dhanam Datyam Damanamati
Vamsi Priya Sakhi Chidanandam Jyotim Paramapi Sadaswatyam Apicha. This is a verse quotation from the Sri Brahma Samhita, which means that the damsels of Vrindavan, the gopis, they are superior to the goddess of fortune. Why? Because they have pure, intense love for Krishna. The enjoyer in Vrindavan is the Supreme Personality of Godhead, Sri Krishna. The trees there are all wish-fulfilling trees, and the land is made of transcendental touchstone. The water is all nectar. The talking is like singing. The walking is like dancing. And the constant companion of Krishna is his flute. The effulgence of transcendental bliss is experienced everywhere. Therefore, Sri Vrindavan Dham is the only relishable abode.
So the anklets on the damsels of Vrajabhumi, they're actually made up of Chintamani stone. Chintamani meaning whatever you think in your mind, it becomes manifested. Chintamani. The trees, they are Kalpa Vriksha, wish-fulfilling trees. And they produce flowers with which the gopis then decorate themselves. There are also wish-fulfilling cows who are called Kamadhenus. And they deliver unlimited qualities of milk. And these cows, they constitute the wealth of Vrindavan. So Vrindavan's opulence is blissfully exhibited. When Lord Gauranga heard these narrations, these divine narrations, Mahaprabhu firmly resolved to go to Sri Vrindavan Dham. What we learn from this is that before we go to Sri Vrindavan Dham, we must meditate on the pastimes in Vrindavan. We must prepare our minds to enter the Vrindavan Dham before we physically enter the Vrindavan Dham. We think, oh, when we go there, that's when we will meditate on the pastimes, or when we go to those pastime places, that's when we will think about the pastimes that happen in that place. But actually, we must start immersing ourselves like Lord Caitanya did before we enter Vraja Dham. That gives us the adhikar, the qualification to enter Sri Vrindavan Dham in a way that pleases Krishna. In the second failed attempt of the Lord to go to Vrindavan out of humility, Sri Gaurahari, he felt that since he had forbidden Sri Gadadhar Pandit to not come with him to Vrindavan, maybe because of that, Sri Krishna did not allow me to visit Sri Vrindavan Dham. That's what Mahaprabhu was thinking. But there is an external reason, there is an internal reason why the Lord forbade Gadadhar to come to Vrindavan. In fact, Lord Gauranga, he told Gadadhar that you have taken Kshetra Sannyas, sannyas which is limited to a particular space, Kshetra Sannyas. So you cannot leave Jagannath Puri.
So this is the external reason that Mahaprabhu said, Gadadhar, you saying you want to come with me, but how can you come? Because you've taken Kshetra Sannyas. You've promised that you will not leave this place of Jagannath Puri. So how can you come with me? So this is explained by our acharyas that this is the external reason for Mahaprabhu to not take Gadadhar with him to Vrindavan, and the internal reason is that we all know that Mahaprabhu is Krishna himself in a mood of separation of Srimati Radharani. And Gadadhar Prabhu, who is none other than Srimati Radharani herself, Gadadhar, if Gadadhar would come along with Mahaprabhu to Vrindavan, Mahaprabhu would not be able to experience the mood of separation in Vraja Dham. Because If Radharani is there with Krishna, how would Sri Krishna experience the mood of separation? So this is the internal reason why Mahaprabhu did not want to take Sri Gadadhar Pandit with him to Vrindavan Dham, so that he can experience Vipralambha Bhava, the mood and the rasa of separation. And if Gadadhar would come, it would become a rasa bhas, a conflict of the mood.
So in Madhya Lila, Chaitanya Charitamrita, it is explained how Sri Gauranga Mahaprabhu, he actually took permission and took blessings from each and every Vaishnava in Jagannath Puri to go to Vrindavan. He didn't inform them, he actually took permission from them, from Sri Sarvabhauma Bhattacharya, from Srila Ramananda Rai, Swarup Damodar, Srila Gadadhar Pandit. Many of them were his own disciples. Many were his associates. He did not think, I am Mahaprabhu, I am the guru of this parampara. No, he was still very, very humble. And after receiving their heartfelt permission, they gave very reluctantly, they gave the permission, but they did give it. The 4th year of Mahaprabhu's stay in Jagannath Puri Dham, in his 3rd attempt, Lord Gauranga finally started for Sri Vrindavan Dham ki Jai.
So this is actually the secret on how we can be successful in our spiritual endeavors. It is unbelievably simple, because it is simple because we just need the mercy and the blessings of Sadhu, Guru, and the Vaishnava.
So that's the theme of this year's Kartik sessions, is how Gaudiyas reveal Sri Vrindavan Vraja Dham. Generally, we have done Sri Vrajamandal Parikrama one of the years. Another year we went deeper into the Vrajamandal Parikrama to more intimate pastime places in Vrajamandal Parikrama 2.0 last year. And this year, we will see some more intimate pastimes, not in exactly the same sequence as Vrajamandal Parikrama, but in Vrindavan, how these wonderful pastime places were revealed by the Gaudiya Vaishnavas, by the 6 Goswamis, by other Goswamis of Vrindavan who were living in Vrindavan. And because 500 years ago, hardly anyone knew where is Vrindavan. Krishna appeared 5,000 years ago. Over the years, the pastime places, Radha Kunda, Shama Kunda, all these different places were actually covered. Meaning those who were staying in those places knew a little bit, but it wasn't enlightened or manifested to everyone. Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, 500 years ago, he went and he said, this is where Radha Kunda was. This is where Shama Kunda is. This is where the Radha and Krishna in Pidi Pukur, she washed her hands. And then he instructed the 6 Goswamis of Vrindavan to actually set up temples and standards of deity worship in those temples. And therefore, in 500 years, today now, if we go to Vrindavan, there are 5,000 temples in Sri Vrindavan Dham. 500 years ago, when Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu visited Vrindavan Dham, none of this was there. It was just a small village. People didn't even know this is where Radha and Krishna actually performed their pastimes. So Gaudiya Vaishnavas have gone there and revealed the Vraja Dham and actually propagated it. And then Srila Prabhupada came and he propagated it to the whole world. So we will discuss how these different places of pastimes were revealed by the Goswamis. And what pastimes did they perform in those places by being instruments of the mercy of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Then we will also look at how Lord Gauranga reached Vrindavan. On the way, how the Lord made every living entity chant the holy names. including animals. You might wonder, can animals speak? I've seen animals dancing, the bear dances, the monkeys dance, but do they speak? Do they chant the holy names? We'll see. We find out the answer in the coming sessions. And then what was the mood that Mahaprabhu exemplified for us to follow in order to enter Sri Vrindavan Dham? All of this and much more will be discussed, so stay tuned.
Hare Krishna. Okay, so we will conclude our session today with the chanting of the Hare Krishna Mahamantra and meditating on these beautiful pastimes that we have heard today and dedicating our kirtan so that we can also follow in the footsteps of Sri Gauranga Mahaprabhu and try to, inculcate that mood in going down deep into our hearts so that we can cleanse our hearts so Radha and Krishna can make their permanent residence in the Vrindavan of our hearts.
Om Jnana-timirandhasya Jnana-jnana-sadakaya Chakshur-dilitam Yena Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha. Namo Vishnu Padaya Krishna Prishthaya Bhutale Srimate Bhaktivedanta Swami Nityanamine. Namaste Saraswati Devi Gauravani Prachari Nirvishesha Shunyavadi Paschatya Nishatari. Jaya Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhara Srivasadi Gaura Bhakta. Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare. Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare. Hare
Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare
Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna Krishna Ram Krishna Hare 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 Rama
Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare
Hare
Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Rama Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare Jai Srila Prabhupada ki Jai, Srila Gurudev ki Jai.
Hare Krishna. So here are the quiz questions for today.
First, what is the significance of singing Gopi Geet by King Prataparudra while massaging the lotus feet of Sri Caitanya Mahaprabhu?
Second, name the festival which is celebrated on the 5th day of the Rath Yatra.
Third, what is another name of Gundicha Mandir called by?
Fourth, what is the ankle bells of gopis made of?
Fifth, explain the internal reason for stopping Sri Gadadhar Pandit by Mahaprabhu while traveling to Sri Vrindavan Dham.
Haribo.
Thank you, Hari Prasad Prabhu, for these questions. And now we can open the lines for questions and comments.
Hare Krishna Prabhu, Hare Krishna Mataji, Dandavat Pranam.
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna.
Krishna Prabhu, Dandavat Pranam.
All glories to Guru Maharaj, all glories to Srila Prabhupada. Another beautiful lecture, lot of information, lot of pastimes, sweet pastimes of Gauranga Maharaj Prabhu. It's, you know, when you were talking about the servants of Lakshmi and servants of Jagannath are fighting, it sounded so funny. So, you know, that's nice. But again, even Mahaprabhu, Supreme Lord, you know, being, you know, he's a Supreme Lord, taking permission from all the Vaishnavas is really something for us to learn. You know, we should never be proud of anything, and we should always be humble, and we should always respect the Vaishnavas. Mataji, you know, you said in the beginning, like Supreme Lord, he never harms or he never thinks of bad for any devotees. But actually, it doesn't matter whether he's a devotee or not, he's always merciful. Isn't that true?
Very true. You see, even Krishna, he, you know, Srila Prabhupada says Krishna is so kind that even to the atheists, Krishna is, you know, who are denying the existence of Krishna, Krishna is not taking out his vengeance even on them. Krishna is not saying, oh, you don't believe I exist? Okay, from today, air supply cut, electricity supply cut, water supply cut, everything cut for you. No. Krishna is never discriminating like that. He's the Supreme Lord. If he wants, he can do that. But Krishna never carries any grudge towards any living entity, anybody. Krishna is Suridam Sarva Bhutana. That is Krishna. He's the well-wisher of every living entity. But Krishna says, those who are my devotees, I come that extra step for them. So they are more dear to Krishna. But Krishna is, he is equal to everyone. Suridam Sarva Bhutana.
Yes, Mataji. Thank you. Of course, if he's not merciful to all, probably we'll be seeing more disasters, more problems.
Exactly. Exactly.
Of course, he's
So
always,
true. So true.
he never favored somebody except for his devotees. As he said, those who think of me, I think of them more. So,
Correct. Correct.
thank you, Mataji. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you so much, Rose. Beautiful question. Thank you. Hare Krishna. Anybody else?
Mataji, please check whether the kids are waiting or not. I'll stay.
Let's see. I think they're here.
Hare Krishna Mataji, Hare Krishna Prabhu, Dandavat. Hari Prasad Prabhu, today is your turn. You can go ahead.
Okay. Thank you. Thank you so much, Prabhuji. Hare Krishna Mataji, Prabhuji. Dandavat Pranam. Thank you. Thank you so much for your wonderful session. And the bhajan also, which is very wonderful. Today, I was thinking about why the Yugalashta meter can sing. I thought to ask in my dream itself, so whether I can ask to Prabhuji Mataji to sing Yugalashtakam or not. But you sang today the meter. But I feel like, no, we should not trouble Mataji Prabhuji because you are tied up with many spiritual activities as well. So let them sing whatever they want. I should not trouble them like that. But you sang today, so I just got tears. Jivane marane nityam.
Yeah. Actually, to tell you frankly, we had not prepared what to actually sing. And just last minute, right after the class, I was thinking what to sing, and just in the moment, this tune came. So yeah, all thanks to you.
Because of your desire, Krishna inspired Prabhu.
So 2 days before you told it, a miracle happened, right? I'm experiencing now. Yeah. The meter the high pitch, it was very, very good, Prabhuji Manaji. So it is touching our heart and making us to feel like you taught us now Mahaprabhu is in mode of separation and making that feel like, okay, we are away from Krishna. Why won't we serve Krishna and think about Krishna? That is very wonderful. The meter which we sang and the life lessons. Okay. And beautifully pointed out, like, we should not think that this is pastimes and history, and we should imbibe their activities and then life lesson. We should take it from our practical life today. So we should follow them. And the selfless service, which is imbibed by King Prataparudra, right? That is most outstanding life lesson for us. We should be patience, perseverance, and then humility. You three things you told, right, Prabhuji? The first thing, which attract the mercy of Mahaprabhu. So that is very beautiful life lesson for all of us. I'm sorry if I didn't give that as a question. I'm sorry for that. So that is most wonderful life lesson.
Any comments also?
Yeah. Then you also sang the Brahma Samhita last line, like Prabhuji, last verse. So why gopis are considered as higher than Mahalakshmi, and then you explained that in that sloga's translation as well. So very, very, very good. The other thing I want to say, like Prabhuji, one question I have, that one. Suppose in Vrindavan Dham, right? Lord Krishna was performing the pastimes, right? Damodar Leela and many things. He's killing the Akasur, Bakasur, right? And we understood that Yashoda Maya is not thinking that Krishna is a supreme, so that Lord can enjoy with Mother Yashoda. How would Lord Krishna Prabhuji, whether when Lord is in Vrindavan Dham, he will forget his supremacy, or he'll be now become as a normal child to play with Mother Yashoda. So how we can understand? I'm just get confused. I'm sorry to understand that one. Please let me know how to understand that mood of Lord Krishna. So how? Yeah.
Yeah, that is a nice question. Your question is, Yashoda Mai was in Yoga Maya. She doesn't consider Krishna as supreme. She just considers him as her son. But what does Krishna consider? Does he know that he is Supreme Personality? Does he not know? If he does not know, is Yoga Maya more powerful than Krishna? That's the kind of confusion. Is that correct?
Yes. Yes, Prabhuji. So
Okay.
how we want to enjoy? Yeah.
Srila Prabhupada gave an analogy, and he said that the president of America is considered to be the most powerful person. And his mother, he knows that he is the president of America. But she also knows he's also her son. Similarly, he knows that I am the president of America, but when he goes in front of his mother, he does not go as the president.
Yeah.
He goes in front of his mother as the same 2-3-year-old when he was in the lap of his mother. So he not forgets, but the fact that he's the president becomes very small as compared to the love of his mother. So the president doesn't forget that I'm the president, but he just doesn't, it goes in the background. He just doesn't consider that as significant at all in front of his mother.
Yeah.
So similarly, he knows, Krishna knows, I'm the Supreme Personality of Godhead. Whatever Yashoda Mai is doing, I am only giving her the strength. I am only the source of everything. But look at her love. Because of her love, I want to reciprocate with her in the way that she wants me to reciprocate. And I don't care if I'm the Supreme Personality. I know I'm Supreme, but because I'm Supreme, I choose to be subservient to the love of my devotee. So he does it as a choice, not forced by Yoga Maya or Mahamaya or anything. He's forgetful of it, but he knows, but it becomes very small as compared to the love of Mother Yashoda. Yeah.
Good. Thank you so much, Prabhuji Mataji. That answers my questions. And thank you for everything. Hare Krishna. Dandavat Pranam.
Hare Krishna. Krishna, anybody else? Yes? Radha?
Hare Krishna Mataji. Hare Krishna Prabhuji.
Hare Krishna.
Jai Shri Radhe.
Jai Shri Radhe.
Hare Krishna Mataji, Hare Krishna Prabhu, please accept my humble obeisances.
Hare Krishna Radha.
Mataji, I have a simple question. Actually, Mataji, Krishna was on the earth for about 125 years, right? But Krishna was in Vrindavan for about 14 years. And then he has moved to Mathura and then again to Dwaraka. So Dwaraka, he was there for about 90 to 100 years. But we hear more of Vrindavan Leelas than Dwaraka.
Yes.
Why is it like that, Mataji?
Prabhu, it's a fantastic question. First of all, it's not a silly question, but it is because of the love of the Brajabasis. You see, the love of the Brajavasis is so great that, it surpasses the amount of time. Even it surpasses everything, even our mundane time calculation, you're right, that why don't we hear any much of the Dwarka pastimes? Krishna spent so much time there. In fact, when he was in Dwarka, Krishna was almost like on a traveling tour also. He would go to, Hastinapur, to Indraprastha, to the forest where the Pandavas were. So Krishna was, traveling quite a bit. Nonetheless, he did spend, his base was Dwarka. But at the same time, because the Brajvasis' love is the supreme, is the topmost for Krishna. So even though Krishna apparently spent very less time in Vrindavan, but those became like millions of lifetimes. And therefore, those pastimes are incessant. They are, never-ending pastimes. Because Rasa dance continued for, it is said that for 100 nights of Brahma, it continued, So it is beyond time and space, actually. That's why the Vrindavan pastimes are so superior, because of the love of the Brajvasis.
And also, if I may add, the Vraja Dham that we see is actually a direct manifestation of the spiritual Vraja Dham. Mathura Dham is also, there is a planet called Mathura in the spiritual world. There is a planet called Dwarka in the spiritual world. There is a planet called Goloka Vrindavan in the spiritual world, which all of you already know. But that Goloka Vrindavan planet has the most intimate pastimes of Parikiya Bhav. And that same most intimate, topmost planet in spiritual world came to this material world, and that is the significance that is being glorified over Mathura and Dwarka. So it's not the number of the time that he spent. It is eternal. Krishna is still even there. When actually it is said, when Krishna was leaving, when he took a dip in the Jamuna with a Krura, there was the Bhava Krishna stayed back in Vrindavan. And the other manifestation of Krishna, he left Vrindavan and came to Mathura and Dwarka. So Krishna is even still, he is there. Those who have that vision, who have the blessings, Krishna unveils, removes the cover and reveals himself there as well. So in his highest form, he's still there. In fact, one time in Sri Mayapur Dham, Srila Prabhupada, he said to his disciples, while he was taking a morning walk through one of the fields, he said, Sri Caitanya Mahaprabhu and his Sankirtan party are actually going from here. Please make way, make way. And all devotees were like, this is field everywhere. Where Chaitanya Mahaprabhu and his party? And Prabhupada gave sight. And all the devotees follow Prabhupada. So, in this way, we understand that those who have the vision, they can see the pastimes actually occurring there.
Thank you so much, Prabhu. Thank you so much. Hare Krishna.
It was not a silly question, rather it was a fantastic question. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Mataji. Actually, recently we have been to Dwarka, so we were, even in Dwarka, there were so many leelas have been done. So, but we don't hear this. This was running in my mind, and I was waiting to ask this question. Thank you so much, Mataji and Prabhu.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you. So, Hari Prasad Prabhu, we have something for you.
Sorry, Mataji?
We have something for you.
Krishna Premamai Radha Premamaya जीवनेन धरे नित्यम् राधा कृष्ण गते निश्चितस्य द्रविणम् राधा राधाया द्रविणम् जीवनेन धने नित्यम् राधा कृष्ण गते
Thank you. Jai Jai Shri Radhe. Thank you so much, Mataji Prabhuji. Thank you.
If there are no other questions or comments, we take leave today. Vancha kalpatarubhyascha kripa sindhubhya eva cha patitanam pavanebhyo vaishnavebhyo namo namah. Ananta Koti Vaishnava Vrinda ki jai, Srila Prabhupada ki jai.
Thank you, Mataji Prabhuji. Hare Krishna. Dandavat Pranam.
Thank you.
Thank you so much, Mataji Prabhuji. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Thank you, Mataji.
Thank you, Mataji. Thank you, Prabhuji. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Thank you.
Thank you,
Thank
Mataji.
you,
Hare Prabhuji. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
Mataji,
Thank
Dandavat
you.
Pranam.
Hare Krishna. Thank you.
Hare Krishna Mataji, thank you Mataji.
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna Mataji, thank you, Dandavat Pranam. Thank you, Prabhuji. Dandavat
Thank
Pranam.
you,
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna Prabhuji, Hare Krishna Mataji, Dandavat Pranam to your lotus feet.
Hare
Please,
Krishna.
blessings.
Hare Krishna.